then what in the hell, and why can't we fix this and just make it, I want to say just make it go away. I know it's not that easy, but why can't we just fix it?
Why can't we just get along? You know, as someone who just got done saying that the president isn't the only issue here, or he's just an irritant in an already existing wound, I would say the thing that doesn't help is him answering questions after the infrastructure talk today, ad-libbing. You know what I mean? The leader of our country, the man that represents all of us, coming out and still not quite sounding like he's against white supremacists.
People need to have this conversation. They have to have the conversation. And we can still look at things. It's neither one of us is wrong. You know, we're looking at something on the ground there. You see a 9, I see a 6. Well, in all reality, we're looking at it from two different angles, and I'm looking at a 6, and you're looking at a 9. You know what I'm saying?
And I can understand that. And as a journalist, when I'm covering the president and I'm covering politics, or I'm covering any kind of issue, my job is to cover that issue with an unbiased, unopinioned grasp and just bring people the facts. However, this issue that isn't a 9 or a 6 is a race issue also, and that's an issue that I was born into. I mean, I'm also a mixed race, so growing up and not being accepted by one and barely being accepted by the other, that's something that people live. That's not something that you see on the ground and you're not sure what it is, and I'm not sure. I know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I lived it.
But I'm living it too, and we have to be very careful. Because there's a lot of people that are now being called racist because they voted for President Trump. That's not right. And there's a lot of people being called racist because they didn't like President Obama. That's not right either, because those people do not believe that their race is superior to another. They just happen to have a different opinion as to whether somebody's a good president or not, or whether policies are good or not. And I would encourage everybody out there, it's just as bad to call somebody a racist who isn't as it is to be a racist. Fair enough? It's just as bad to accuse somebody of rape when they didn't rape you than it is to be a rapist.
You know, I know you have a break coming, Darren, and I don't want to end on a "would you agree with" moment when I feel like we've done enough to like air out different sides that I just don't know if I can make that connection. And I'll tell you why. Because you said you're dealing with it too, and I would say, really? I mean, really?
Not in a totally different world. Totally different world. But people are coming down on white people as a race. We have to make sure that when the pendulum goes back the other way, it doesn't overcorrect. That's my point.
When the pendulum is going the other way, it always overcorrects a little bit. And of the many things that you mentioned that are being taken advantage, or if the race word is being abused, I would agree. There are people that are using race to things that aren't racially motivated. That doesn't mean the wound was not always still there. And that's what people are responding to, and that is a real thing. Whether the president responds right or wrong, whether the Confederate monuments come down or not, there's still a race issue in this country.
Let's leave it at that.
Okay.
Hey man, I'm glad you came in tonight. I really am glad you came in tonight.
Thank you for having me on. It's always fun to come in here. I never know what to expect, and I'm glad we worked some things out. And I hope people also heard a variation of things here.
You know that my respect for you is through the roof, and you don't even need to say it, because I feel the same love from you, man.
Likewise.
So awesome job. That is Corbin Carson. This is a reality check on KTAR News.
KTAR News Flash.
At 7:17, I'm Ashley Flood with 3 things you need to know right now. Local leaders of the African American community have an issue with Governor Doug Ducey. They want him to explain why he's acknowledged the evil of the